Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you along to Gen X Racing once again. And tonight we have race 4 in our team versus team series versus the Jolly Racing Team, JRT, from Italy. We are back at Barcelona in the BMW M6 Sprint model. So everyone's driving that this evening for 36 laps. All the racing compounds are required. I'm not sure if there's a minimum tyre stint or not, but we will find out in the fullness of time. Yes, so I think it's the last race in a 4-race series, and it's very close between the two teams. So let's see who comes out on top tonight. So just running through the runners and riders, we have Zeomander from JRT, Stefanico from JRT. We have Jeff from Gen X. We have Poleg. Good evening. Thank you, Bruno. Good evening, Nick in Honda. Hello. Yes, my pronunciation of the Italian names will have them rolling in the R's, I'm sure, in Italy, as always. So, Poleg, Johnny Racing Team. We have Max Bioka, I think that is, from JRT. We have Scarlet, who won our Group 4 on Monday, I think. From Gen X. Who have I missed? Jacko is from the JRT. Who have we got? No, done all them. Lovely. Spinny from Gen X. We have Ernesto from JRT. We have Loche Chicoro, I think that is. Wasn't Loche a baddie in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Who have we missed up there? Zeoman, Stephanie, and Nikki from Gen X. Good evening, Magoli. Hello. We have Ian from Gen X at TNT from Gen X. So quali is underway. Let's get you out to track. Just me this evening, I'm afraid. No splatter, so I'll be doing best to keep on top of chat and all the rest of it. But we currently have Zeomander, who is in with a 141.2 so far. Great lap that is, well done. Stefanico slightly behind him at a 141.3, and then 0.8 back to Nicky, a 142.1. Well done, Nicky, great stuff. And then Jeff, a 124.4. Of course you're not, Ian. Good evening, mate. And can I just say a massive thank you? I was delighted to see when I logged onto YouTube this evening that we got up to 220 subscribers and suddenly jumped up one as well. So wonderful stuff. So absolutely wonderful. So we've got Jeff 142.4, Jacko 142.4, also 2,000s behind, Poleg 142.5. This is close in the mid pack here. Max Bioka 142.5. Also look at these guys. This is really close. Bert at 142.6 for Gen X. TNT 142.8. Well done, Tyson. And sadly my cough's no better. Okay, good stuff. So I cough's no better, so I will be muting quite a bit this evening so I don't cough down the over the airwaves, actually. So we have Scarlet 143.0. Good evening, I web now. Hello, Dane. Good evening, sir. I web now. It's been a while. Nice to see you along, my friend. Scarlet 143.0. Spinny 143.0. Look at this. This is close, close, close. So 1.8 seconds covering the top 11 at the moment. Hello, boy! Hello, my friend! How the devil am I, Dane? I'm really tired and this cough's really pissing me off, so... and flying solo, so there we go. Ian is having a pint and not qualifying. Well done, Ian. Ernesto 143.7. And Loche Coro, Loche, we'll call him from now on, 144.6. Beautiful stuff. Get back up to the top of the pops. So Zeomander has not been able to better his 141.2, but that's a pretty darn good time. So I'll be surprised if he does go faster than that. We're about halfway through quali now. There seems to be a number of liveries available for the JRT boys this evening. I think there's 3 different ones I've seen on track so far. Lovely stuff. Stefanico is into the pits. Nicky is into the pits. Jeff is still going. The tyre wear, as we know, is pretty bad. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Pocho. I think that is. Probably saying it completely wrong. Buenos Aires to you as well, my friend. Oh, good morning, Ian. That'd be great to see you back, mate. Great to see you back. So the tyre degradation is high at this track. The front left is the one that goes before everything else, for some unfathomable reason. So I think guys will be probably starting on softs and getting as much out of them as they can, given that they've got to use every single compound this evening. Yes, Barcelona indeed, Dane. Barcelona indeed. No chicane. No chicane. I don't mind the chicane, to be honest. You know, everyone has such a downer about it, but the rest of the track I don't particularly like. Okay, so Jacko is the only one flying that livery, I think, tonight. So delightful it is. Six laps, do you think, Ian? Crikey. Okay. Well, let's see how Spinny has jumped up to 3rd. Great lap from Spinny there. Wonderful 1:41.8. Yes, quite. It's almost like splatters here with the double entendres. Okay, Spinny is into the pits. Okay, Ziamanda's still on that 1:41.2. What's those other laps been like? 1:41.7. Okay. Stefanico, see how he's getting on. Just starting a flying lap. Let's jump on board with Stefanico. Where he's braking. Crikey. I brake a lot earlier than that. It's probably clearly where I'm going wrong. Yeah. You see he's done a warm-up lap and the tops are off the softs already. It's and fuel and tyres are on ×3, so it's not massively high. It's just this track. So coming down to the first hairpin. And this big old girl of a car. Bit of a wriggle coming out of there. Down towards a sort of longish chicane. Yes, Pocho, he certainly seems to be. Wonderful stuff. Coming down to hairpin number 2 for Stefanico. Quarter of a second down on his fastest lap, but again, 1:41.3 is pretty bloody good. Okay, Bert's just improved, 1:41.9, well done. Really wide to cut across the apex into the last corner. Let's see where he comes out. Is this going to be faster? 1:41, just off it. Well done, Stefanico. So we've got a JRT lockout at the moment on the podium for quali. But there's not a hell of a lot in it. 0.027 of a second back to Spinny, and then 0.083 back to Bert. Hey Bert! Yes, good evening also. Don't forget to deploy a like. Up to 5 already, you wonderful lot. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, this track is a bit of a swine for track limits. Spinny pushing it to the very edge of the limit there. But as we know, the penalty line is in a crap place, so you don't really get hammered by the penalties here anyway. But you'd rather do without them, of course. Wonderful. Let's see where Spinny is. I didn't catch his last time check. It's coming up to the last couple of corners now. Into the final corner. Not going to improve by the look. Nicky's just letting, well, I don't know if he's letting Jacko go or Jacko's going through anyway. Okay, so we're on to the final lap. Nicky didn't like that. I don't know what the status is in these team versus team things about no overtaking in quali. Certainly pretty strict on that in Gen X races, but so Max Bioka has gone up to 4 for the 141.8. So the top 4 places now are JRT. But it's bloody close. See if Spinny can put a dent in his fastest time. He doesn't have to improve it by much to jump up a place or two. Look at that. It's ridiculously close. Hey, Bert! Good quality, mate. Well done. Not particularly a car I favour, to be honest. You know what, Dolly boy? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so Spinny is up on his fastest time. Good evening, Tracy Squeaker, if you are watching. It's so close, Bert. It's ridiculous. No, I think there's less than 0.1 of a second between you and 4th. So, okay, Jacko has just got 140.7. Look at that! Come on! Yeah, Speedy goes up to 4th. Well done, Rob. Lovely stuff. Stefanico is done. Ziamanda is done. Jacko is done. Let's have a look, see if Nicky's still having his little power. Nicky stacked it. TvT is done. Jeff is done. Ernemetto is done. Oleg is done. Loche is in the pits. Scarlet is done. And Ian, ventured out. Yeah, okay, Andy. Well, you're wrong, obviously, but each to their own, I suppose. Good evening, Yuri. Thank you for joining. Okay, so our starting lineup for this evening are TvT versus Team. Round 4, race 4, should I say, Gen X versus JRT. So on pole this evening, we have Jacko in, frankly, unbelievable time of 140.7, nearly half a second ahead of Ziamanda for JRT in the second, 141.2, which is, I think, was his second run out. Good evening, sir. Hello. Third, Stefanico for JRT, a 141.3. Spinny in 4th, a 141.8. For Gen X in 5th, Max Bioka, 141.8 for JRT. 6th, Haybert for Gen X, a 141.9. These are all quick times. Those top 6 under 142s, brilliant. 7th, sorry. 7th, Nicky, a 142.0. In 8th, TNT, a 142.2. Good evening, Gary. In 9th, Jeff, 142.2 for Gen X. In 10th, Ernemetto, 142.2. Also, this is really close. Hopefully be a great race. Pollig in 11th for JRT, 142.5. Loche in 12th at 142.5. Also, Scarlet in 13th at 142.8. And Ian not submitting a time. I think if I copy that, Gary, my lungs are going to be coming out of my mouth. So I'll leave that if that's okay. So this could be a really close race. There's absolutely nothing between a lot of the guys here. So hopefully that bodes well. I'd be frankly amazed if everyone doesn't start on soft. I think they're starting with 70% fuel. Too long, mate. Too long. So 36 laps. I wonder if it's going to be quite a long hard stint if we're only getting 6 or 7 out of the softs. Or is it going to be 2 soft stints? Who knows? We will find out what the guys are going to do in the fullness of time. Come on, Bert. Knuckle down. You'll be fine. And here we go. Something weird's going on. Here are the lights, and they're away. All the numbers seem a bit jumbled up here. Okay, so we've got Jacko away, Ziamanda in second, Stefanico in third. Spinny's had a cracking start. It's fourth. Let's see if there's any carnage into lap 1. Bit of barging around there. Ricky, has he got a penalty? Not sure. He's got dirty tyres, I can tell you that much. They're coming together with Bertha, I think. Ernie Metti's up to 7th. Who on earth is that? Nicky? Oh, Nicky's been reset. Look at that. Oh my God. That will not please him. What a hell of a reset that was. He was nearly down to turn, what's that, turn 3 or 4 there. God. Shit, yes, thank you, Darley boy. Wibbling away there. Okay, so we have Hubert going for a move down the inside of Ernesto. He's going to be ahead going into turn 1. With a glitching Italian next to him. Well done, Bert, great move. It's like dirty tyres now for Ernesto. TNT goes flying past. Well done, Tyson. We've got a 2 for 1 for JetX in turn 1 there. Yeah, thank you, Gary. Wouldn't say that if Splatter was here, would you? I know. So we've got Scarlett in 8th. Looks like it's as it was up the front. Pollig in 9th. Max Bioka in 10th. Then we have Ian in 11th. Loche in 12th. Jeff, he's on the hards. Okay, so we'll be going long, I suspect. Down in 13th. Nicky in 14th. I think Jeff's come a cropper somewhere because... Yeah, Nicky was well back, so I think something must have happened to Jeff. Okay, so Stefanico has put his foot down now and is pulling away from Jacopo second, although he is on the slower compound of tyres. Is that rude, Nick in Honda? Okay, so Spinny doing a cracking job in second, but you can already see the front left is wearing. That's 4 laps. So, well, you should get 8 or 10 out of them, I would have thought, given that much wear after 3.5 laps. So, Stefanico's thrown down with a 1:41.7. Fastest lap thus far. There's going to be an element of tyre saving, I think, as well, from the guys on the soft compounds, because you want to run them as long as you possibly can. So Spinny is the meat in an Italian sandwich at the moment. Let's have a look. We've got Hubert. He's had 1 overtake already, so he's got Ziamanda in his sights now. It might be a 3-stopper, Nicky's Honda. So he's lining up another pass down the start-finish straight as he did the last lap on Ernesto. He looks like he's dropped right back now. Here comes Bert. Virtual carbon copy of his last overtake there. Well done, Bert. We'll join you on the start-finish straight next time for another overtake, please. So I know the series table is pretty close between the 2 teams at the moment. I'll have to try and dig out where we are from a points point of view shortly. But it is all to play for sure. So, great to see the JetX boys improving on their start positions. Quite so, Darley boy. Right, so we're just doing a quick rundown. We've got JRT in first, JRT in second, JetX in third. It looks like they're pulling in on the back of second place now. JetX in fourth, JRT in fifth, JetX in sixth, JetX in 7th, JRT in 8th, JRT in 9th, JRT in 10th. Then we have GenX, JRT, GenX, GenX. Sorry if that made you feel sick, flicking through them that quickly. So this is the problem with the hards. This is why I'm thinking it could potentially be a 3-stopper, because look at that, 145. Jeff's no slouch. One of our faster drivers, and he's doing 145s, which is sort of 3.5 seconds off the soft pace. Stefanico pulling away, beautiful job, nearly 5 seconds ahead of second now. Okay, Spinny's managed to pick up a penalty, but it's only half a second, so he will probably still maintain third position. Oh, are we, Darlo boy? Thank you for looking that up. I didn't think it was that much, but okay. Well, still all to play for, I think. Yeah, look at that. No, so I think Spinny is going to let Burt go. Is he? No? Okay, so yeah, half-second penalty. Did absolutely nothing to raise position there. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nicky and Honda, absolutely wonderful stuff from the boy out front. He's really doing a cracking job. Over 5 seconds now, back to second. That's probably about what you'd expect, the difference in the tyres. Spinny's front left is going off. Maybe I was a bit bold in saying he's going to get to 10 laps. Pretty similar tyre wear as you'd probably expect. Well, let's just go back to Nicky. Yeah, no, okay, as I would expect. Apart from Nicky, who's absolutely rinsed his front left already, being on a controller. And we do like, you know, he likes to hurl the car around, so he's just behind low shade at the moment, but fighting back from the utterly horrific. He must have been reset about a quarter of a mile, I think, from where he when the reset happened. It was absolutely ridiculous. Go on, Nicky. Let's see how Spinny is getting on. Spinny's gone wide. That will be a penalty, I think. No, okay, lovely job. So if these boys can get a bit of bump drafting going down the start-finish straight, they might be able to both get past Jacko. Oh no, there it is. There's a half second. Oh, there must have been another one, I assume. So is he serving it now? Yes, indeed. So we've got JRT first and second. We have GenX third and fourth at the moment, and then it sort of alternates between JRT and GenX after that down the field. So our team versus team series against JRT seems to be becoming a kind of regular fixture now, so let's hope that continues, as they are good fun. And Zeomander in fifth on the mediums. Charm looking great, to be fair. So I'm thinking, ooh, is that a penalty? That was very, very close. There's a big cut. But no, he's got away with it. Well done, Zeomander. And TNT in 6 with Scarlet up his clacker coming into the hairpin. Lovely stuff, guys. And bump drafting is allowed, although potentially not actively encouraged. It would be good to get some going down the start-finish straight if they are indeed staying out, because the front lefts do not look long for the word. Scarlett answers me straight away and goes into the pits. TNT stays out. So Scarlett is in. Let's just pop down, see if he is going to be on his own. Ernemetti's picked up a penalty. Max Bioka in 9th. Scarlett. Loche is staying out he's on the hard, so that's hardly surprising. Scarlett is in and Ian is in. Yeah, very advisable. Front left is knackered. So they managed to get 8, that's good. Stefanico, yeah, comparable to... Bert is up to 6th, 3rd now. Well done, Bert. Missed your overtake, bud. Sorry about that. Maybe these guys are going to go another lap to get the 10. 10. Okay, so Ziamanda. Yeah, absolutely, Gary. In 5th. In one of the lovely liveries which the JRT boys are sporting this evening. TNT's gone again. God, this epic stuff, TNT. But once that thin band of left on the front left tyre, there towards the bottom left of your screen, disappears, it's very difficult to turn right. Obviously traction control can't help you because it's driving the rear tyres, not the front, so... Great job from TNT, but he will be stopping, I think, at the end of this lap. 17 watching, good grief. Splatter, where are you when I need you? Up to 6 likes, come on people, we can do better than that. Deploy a like, it costs you nothing and makes me deliriously happy, so you can't put a price on that, you know. Oh, maybe you can. Lovely stuff from Tyson. He's getting quicker and quicker the more he drives with this, which is wonderful to see. And he dives to the pits. Okay, there he goes. Spinny is in as well. And it is Bert. Okay. Just a mass pit stop from the Gen X team. Stefanico now nearly 8 seconds ahead. I think he's doing beautifully on his tyres as well. Might be able to stretch this out to 12. Yeah, indeed, Nick and Honda, indeed. Okay, Jacko has picked up a half-second penalty. But he's so far ahead it won't make one iota of difference to his track position. And Ziamanda now in 3rd, Pollock up into 4th. Ernemetto now in 5th. So we've got JRT with the mass pit stop from the Gen X boys. We've got JRT in the top 7 positions. Well, that will be changing as we run through the race. We've got Jeff still out on his hards. Looks like he's going to go the full 70% of fuel, the full complement that he started with on the hard compounds to negate any need for a third stop by the look of it. Anyone any good with Google Translate? My Italian's a bit rusty, to be fair. Okay, so there's just go. So I'm assuming the Italian boys will start pitching at some point. I think precious few started on the softs, so good evening to the 19 watching. Thank you for joining us this evening. So Stefanico looks like he's nearly out of fuel as well. Well, it's better than my Italian, mate, so don't tell. 20 watching, good grief. What a wonderful turnout. Thank you so much, people. Is he going to come in? Oh, he's nowhere near the pit, so let's drop down. Ziamander in third, who's still going strong, but is looking a bit dicey on fuel. Yeah, so Ziamander's doing slightly better on his tyres than Jacko is in second. But their fuel is not good. So this might be a very long stint on hards for the Italian guys. Stefanico is in. Okay. Jacko's crashed coming into the pits. Oh, disaster. Ziamander's just coming in on the back of Jacko now into the pits. So this is a mass pit stop from the Italians. Poleg is in. Ernemetto goes again. Yep, he certainly got the most out of him, didn't he? So Ernemetto is now in the lead. We have Matt Bayoka. Goes through into second. He's doing beautifully on fuel. Is he short shifted? Well, he's certainly going to run the longest on mediums by the look of it. Wonderful. Good evening, 5. Hello. So we have Ernemetto in first. We have Max Bayoka. What? The use of my TV's about to turn itself off. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that. So Loge in third on the hards. We'd be desperate to get in and get rid of those, I'm pretty sure. Jeff now up to fourth. Okay, so Stefanico has come out on the mediums. Saber is also on the mediums. Jacko is on the hards. Okay, interesting. So we'll be finishing on softs. Now, will he be letting his teammate through? Who is he on the soft? No, they're both on the hards. Okay, but on the mediums. So we got who was that? Scarlet, I saw. Yep, Scarlet on the hards. Ernemetto is in. Max Bayoka goes again. So I think Scarlet's been out a lap or so more than these guys on the hard compound, so it looks like he's doing the minimum stint, whatever that may be, or the minimum number he can get away with on the hard compound, because he's only half fueled. So his car will be lighter. Okay, so Ernesto and Loche are both in. Stick with Scarlet. See Amanda going defensive. Can Scarlet pull the old switcheroo here? Not quite. Okay, so this is got Spinny in 7th, TNT in 8th. Oleg now out on the hards. Onimetri throwing out the inside, coming into the hairpin. Teamwork makes the dream work, boys, and TNT has gone through. Gone past both of them, by the way. Oh, that was... It was TNT, wasn't it? Weird. Okay, I must be seeing things. Max Bioka is finally in. Okay, so we've got Stefanico in first for JRT. We've got Bert now up to second, excuse me. Hiccups, lovely. So Bert will be going long on the medium compound and finishing on the hards. Jacko is doing the hards and then we'll be finishing on the softs. Okay, Ziamanda is just going to serve a penalty. Is it going to make... Whoa! She made a hell of a difference there. Did Spinny get past him as well? No, not quite. Look happened to Jacopo. He stacked it coming into the pits, mate. He hit the that wall right there. Lovely stuff. Right, so we have JRT in first with Stefanico way out in front at the moment, 6 seconds ahead of Haybert in second. On the medium tyre for Gen X, we have JRT in third in the form of Jacopo. Scarlet 2.7 seconds back. He's got past Ziamanda. Spinny now just 0.6 back from Ziamanda. Scarlet looks like he made a bit of a rickets of that particular turn, but he's back in control. Lovely stuff. I think the hards, I mean, they're terrible at the best of times, but in this particular car, I think, yeah, look, Scarlet has traction control deployed, and for the hard compounds only, I imagine, but yeah, they are a nightmare. Stick with Ziamander as they come towards the last complex corner. See if he can get in the toe and pass Scarlett coming down the start-finish straight. Great line from Scarlett there, and he's given himself some breathing space. Breaking the toe. Yeah, well done. Great move there, Scarlett. I already have. Good evening again, Bigoli. Hello. Sorry, it might have been when I was on mute that I said all that, so apologies. Hope well, my friend. Well, it's getting close now. Okay, Spinny's still just hanging back a little bit. Ooh, that's very close to the line there for Scarlett. And Ziamander chucking up the inside. He is, but Scarlett, he does get a penalty though. Probably serving it next time round. Right, okay, that's enough airtime for those two right now. It's Spinny in 6th, so 7th is TNT. Great drive from Tyson so far. Who's on the hards? Okay. Great drive from our mate from Washington State. Nikki staging a great comeback, but dear God, my lungs hurt. So he's done the softs and mediums. We'll be going to the hards. I suspect he'll be stopping again as well post that. We've got Polly in 9th. Max Boyka in 10th. Loche in 11th, who's just picked up a penalty. Oh, 1 second, okay. Ernemetto is now in 12th, struggling on the hards a bit. But who isn't, frankly? God-awful compound. Jeff has stopped and is put on the mediums. Bigoli, the true Italian stallion. Nice. And Ian in 14th now on the hard compound. Keep it going, mate. Keep it going. We've got Stefanico and Bert have put about the best part of 20 seconds between them and the rest of the field. Bert does have to stop for his hard compounds to end the race. Medium's looking strong. Jacko back down to 3rd after his slight contretemps with the pit wall, coming in to change his tyres. Quite so, Nick in Honda. Quite so. Be nice to see how it all comes together at the end there, really. Scarley's dropped right back. What on earth has happened there? Spinny in 5th. TNT's now 6th. Scarley's in 7th. Whoa, got his backside out there a little bit. Nicky in 8th for Genex. Max in 9th. Now has Pollock up his backside with Loche right up his clacker. So very close for 9th, 10th and 11th. The JRT boys, and Loche goes very wide. Is that going to be a penalty? It is indeed. So we have Jeff in 12th, whose times have definitely improved by a couple of seconds a lap since putting on the mediums. So we'll be hopefully getting on this pack of the Italians in the next lap or so. Let's see how his times are doing. Yeah, definitely going faster than the 3 cars in front of him. And with his softs to come, of course. So 13 on the hard compound. Nimetto in 13th. And Ian in 14th, fighting the good fight. Good evening, retired Gen X. Sorry, what was that? Yes, mate, correct. So a couple of the guys do race some of our Nick in Honda and Bigoli and Ernemetto. I think Bigoli and Ernemetto are racing the MTC. With us this year, but they're part of the Jolly Racing team, JRT, from Italy. So yes, we are. It's the race 4 of, I think, a 4-race series. Okay, Spinny is now on his mediums. Is he going to be able to get this all the way home? No, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. No problem at all. It's kind of what I'm here for, even though it doesn't ordinarily appear that I'm the fountain of all knowledge. Quite the opposite usually. Okay, so Stefanico, look at this, 143s on the mediums. Very consistent times, look at that. Last 5 laps, all in the 143s. And the low 143s. Hebert, who is still pulling away from Ziamanda, who I believe is on the hard compound. So TNC is in, Scale is in to shed their hards. Hopefully for the last time, if they can squeak their mediums to the end of the race. It's going to be nip and tuck, frankly. So we'll look at Nicky, who's, yeah, I think we'll be stopping at the end of this lap. Got Max 5 seconds back on the hard compounds. Oleg in 7th. Okay, so these three seem to have spread out a bit now. Loshay doing a bit of lawn mowing there. Is he going to have dirty tyres going through this cover? Oh, he's gone right off track there, so I'm sure that will be a penalty. No, good grief. How on earth did he get away with that? Extraordinary business. But now has Jeff right up his chuff. Just coming through the last complex of corners and down to the start-finish straight. Will Jeff be able to make a move into turn 1? To be lining up for it. Okay, let's get on board with Jeff. Okay, Nicky is in, as I suspected. Okay, Loshay's got the toe from Oleg in front of him. Whoa, Jeff braked very late there, completely missed the braking point. Oh, Jeff. Bad luck, my friend. Commentator's curse is done for Jeff yet again. You've got TNT now out on his medium tyres with 13 laps to go after this one. Spinny now on the mediums as well. I suppose you could argue if you don't pick up any time penalties this evening, have you been driving hard enough? Yes, you could be right there, Nick in Honda. Okay, so we've got TNT, Spinny, Nicky and Scarlett. All line astern for Gen X. Okay, back up to Stephanie Eco. Is Jacopo managing to put any closer to Hebert? No, he is not. 26 seconds back now. Okay, I just need to go and refresh my drink, or else I'll be coughing even the more. So 2 secs, I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. Okay, so Stefanico now 9 seconds ahead of Bert in second. He's 27 ahead, and he's just gone past Ian by the look of it. And then Bert will be coming out on the hard compound, I think, to finish off his race. So he will be doing, I don't know, 6 or 7 maybe. Jacopo in third. The shoes will be stopping. Good evening, Senescent Speedsters. Thank you so much for joining. How are you, my friend? We have Ziamander in fourth now on the hards. Max in fifth. Loche in sixth. So we're still yet to see how all this is going to pan out in terms of clashing strategies and whatnot. But we got Jeff. We know Jeff will be finishing probably strongest. I know Jacopo's got his softs to go, as has Jeff. They're kind of few and far between. We got Pollig in sixth on the hards. Ernemetto on the hards in... Sorry, Pollig in eighth. Ernemetto in ninth. Nicky in 10th, who's out on the softs, and no, I think, yeah, they are, aren't they? I think JRT had a choice of 3 by the look of it. Oh no, Nicky's gone wide. I think he will be stopping again as well. Scarlet in 13th, and Ian in 14th. Yep. Great livery from Justin as per. Fast Ginger, good evening. Great, America's suddenly woken up. Texas and West Virginia are now online. Wonderful stuff. Thank you for joining, chaps. I hope you are both well. And if either of you know any Italian, there's a lot of Italian warbling going on in chat, which I have no idea what they're on about. Probably at my expense, to be honest, but there we go. Say hello, Loche. I'm probably saying this all wrong. Loche Coro. I think, was it Loche or Lauche? Oh, yeah, I bet you were. Yeah, I bet you were. Oh, you've just been, haven't you? You should be able to translate no problem at all. Yeah, but he does drive the car to its absolute limits, Nick in Honda, so... Hubert in second. Yoche Cora. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Citizen Speed. Ah! Okay, Boss Ginger, no worries at all. What dog have you got? What type? Yoke Koro. Okay. So me suggesting that he was actually a baddie out of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I think it's Lauche, maybe. Something like that, anyway. Couldn't have been further off the mark, but as I said earlier in the stream, Boston Terrier. Ah, lovely. As I said in the stream earlier, my pronunciations have probably got them rolling in the aisles in Italy tonight, so there we go. So Ziamander now, he's got a JRT lockout under the podium at the moment. Bert's just coming out on his hard comments. Well, we like to jazz it up, Gary. Nothing is off limits. But he will be desperately trying to get his tyres to engage. Get them warmed up. So he's going to have 9 laps on the hards. Yeah, traction control engaged, very wise. Max in 5th. So we've got Jeff in 6th, who will be stopping for his soft compounds very shortly. Oh. Okay. Thank you for that, Citizen Speedsters. And here he is, the one who's running. Thank you, Pocho. Lovely stuff. Well, yeah, no splatter tonight, sadly, so we're down a man. Polyg, on it goes. Ernemetto is in 8. Loche is into the pits. TNT is coming through on his mediums, as is Scarlet, as is Spinny. All jumping up one place. And Nicky's who softs are nearly done, so I think we'll be coming in for another what? So how many has he done? 205. There we go. So that's 6 or 7. So you can probably stop for softs again and finish on those. Yoche is now out on his soft compound. Ian is on the mediums. Who have we lost? Someone's dropped out. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to run through because we've definitely lost someone. Odds, oh dear. Picked up a 1 second penalty there. Bad luck, my friend. Stefanico will be potentially pitting at the end of this lap. Now, I think he's got his hards to go as well. We had 20 earlier, Citizen Speedsters. We got 20 now. Good God. Nosebleed territory. Good God, you know what, I haven't checked. 15 on race, that is absolutely epic. Thank you so much, everyone. Wonderful stuff. As I say, up to 221 subscribers, which has absolutely made my day. So thank you, everyone. Jacopo, just coming through. 21 watching. Ah! Jacopo, will he be pitting this time? I think he probably will be. Let's just follow him into the pit to see if he... 22! Good God! Yeah, okay, Jacopo's in. Can he get into the pits this time without clashing the wall? Yes, he can. Well done. Amanda coming in as well. And Hubert goes through. Stefanico now on the hards. Okay, let's see what the time differential is between him and Hubert. 16 seconds seems to be normalising. Yeah, that probably seems about right. Okay, so Jacopo now out on the softs. With 23 seconds to make up to Hebert in front of him in 6 laps. Seems like a bit of a daunting task, frankly. You've got TNT up in 4th. Go on! Come on, Tyson! What a great drive this has been. He's got Spinny behind him as well for a bit of team help and reassurance. Wonderful stuff, Tyson. Keep it going, my friend. Okay, got Spinny on fairly warm mediums. Got Ziamanda now out on brand new softs. Scarlett just 3 back on his medium tyres. I suspect the soft tyres are only good for probably 3 or 4 laps before they're sort of more on a medium pace. That front left just goes. Okay, Max in 8th with Jeff now chasing him down, who's out on his soft sometimes. What's Max on? He's on the soft as well. Okay, interesting. .142.0 from Jeff there. By far his fastest lap of the evening. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yeah, everyone seems to be doing very well. Everyone's bemoaning the BMW around here, saying it's a god-awful car to drive around here, but they seem to be making a pretty good fist of it, to be fair, so well done, lads. Jeff is going, oh, he's a purple. He's purple. Is Jeff about to steal fastest lap of the race? Taking a few tenths out of Max in front of him. Yeah, just very good. But I need to watch what I say, because last time I was bigging him up, he missed his braking point completely. He went hammering past 2 bewildered looking JRT guys into turn 1. So he's 0.3 up on the front. Oh, Jacopo's just gone 141.0. Look at that. Yeah, could be. Oh, he's just run wide. 141.6 from Jeff there. It's a penalty into the bargain. So Ziamanda has just taken Scarlett coming down the start-finish straight there. With TNT next in his sights. See how the top 2 are getting on. So it's 18 seconds now. Stefanico on his hards with Bert in second, 18 seconds back. Also on the hards, Jacopo 14 seconds now, but with what's that, 3.5 laps to go. I think Bert is looking good, and Jacopo's gone wide there. Got to be a penalty, surely. Yep. It's like a great drive from Tyson. Tyson just seems to be getting better and better. He really is driving very nicely. So well done to our mate from Washington State. Washington State. So yeah, man, it looked like he got an absolute blinder of a exit. We've got clearance, Clarence. You can see here the rubber being ripped off the tyres as they're coming around that long right-hander. Yeah, nice move from Ziamander there. Newish hards versus newish softs versus knackered mediums. There's only going to be. I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. Pocho, who actually. Let me just do a quick. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of the JRT guys has dropped out. Unfortunately, is it Ernemetto? Just trying to think whose name's not up there. Yeah, looks like it's Ernemetto, sadly. Just coming up to 2 laps to go for Spinny. Got Spinny in 6th. We have Scarlet currently in 7th, but has Max on the soft compound coming down the start-finish straight. You've seen so many overtakes down here tonight. And Scarley hold on to the back of him. So Jeff's cover cropper somewhere. Luce in 10th. Oh Christ, he's gone through those softs quick. Look at that. And 5 laps on the softs, or 6 laps on the softs, and they are absolute toast. Oleg is doing a much better job of managing his tyres, but is still currently behind. In 11th, we've got Ian up to 12th, lovely stuff. And Nicky in 13th, who is being blue flagged. He stopped for the hards. Interesting. Stepanico looks like he's just about got enough fuel to squeak it to the end of the lap. So coming through, coming around the final turn, Stefanico for the JRT boys. They're going mad in Italy this evening as he brings you home for JRT. Haber in 2nd. Beautiful race for Bert this evening. Started out in 5th or 6th or something. Wonderful drive from Bert. Well done, Bert. Super stuff. Jacopo, who just left himself too much to do, but God knows he's tried. Look at the state of his front left. Well done, Jacopo. In third, Ziamanda coming through in fourth. Beautiful drive, my friend. Well done. TNT coming through in fifth. Tyson, you absolute legend. Great race, my friend. Max in sixth. Spinny coming through in seventh, with Jeff virtually crossing the line at the same time. Scarlett in ninth. Pollig coming into the last two corners now. Through in 10th, well done. Yoche Koro, or however you say it, coming through in 11th, just down the final turn. So 11th, 12th for Ian. And is Nicky going to get round? I'm quite sure. Excuse me. I think it's 140 seconds, so he should be fine. Nicky had the worst reset I've ever seen in my life. Not that Nicky. Spins it across the line, which is strictly frowned upon, but I think we'll let him off. Yeah, great race, everyone. Well done. What a super race that was. So, yes, our team versus team series. I think it's a 4-race series. This is race 4 between Gen X and JRT from Italy. Our winner this evening, Stefanico for JRT with a best lap of 141.7. In second, Haybert for Gen X of 142.2. Well done, great drive, my friend. Third, Jacopo. Sorry, excuse me a sec. Jacopo with the fastest lap of the evening, 141.0. Lovely stuff. Fourth, Ziamanda, who just managed to get past Tyson in the last couple of laps there. In fourth, 141.9 for JRT. Fifth, TNT for Gen X at 142.8. Beautiful stuff. In sixth, Max for JRT, 142.1. Seventh, Spinny for Gen X at 142.2. In eighth, Jeff for Gen X at 141.6. Great time there, Jeff. Scarlett for Gen X at 142.6. 10th, Pollig for JRT, 142.2. 11th, Loke Koro, whatever we're saying it, it's a 143.8 for JRT. Beautiful stuff. 12th, Ian, 144.0. 13th, Nicky, with his just the 3 stops this evening, 142.6. Thank you, Gary. Take care, mate. Thank you for joining. And Erna Messer, who dropped off, apparently, unfortunately, which is, yes, disappointing, but a cracking race up until then. So, well done all. And yes, the final table will be drawn up shortly and shared on our Discord server and all the usual social channels. So keep a lookout for that. But can I just say, thank you for everyone joining. We had 22 at one point. Unbelievable. So we had Haybert, Nicky Honda. We had Dale Boy, Whippy Sausage, Gary. We had Bruno. Who else? I'm not going to miss anyone. We had Nicky Honda, Pocho, Yuri from our Italian contingent. 5 whatever that is. Thank you for joining, my friend. Wonderful stuff. Citizen Speedsters, Fast Ginger, Retired Gen X, Gary, I think I've said. Absolutely epic stuff. So thank you so much for joining. And no, not tonight, mate. I don't generally do them for the TvTs, but do join us tomorrow, Thursday, for our Group 3 Championship, Round 1, Season 18, I think it is, which is rather wonderful. So just after 8 o'clock, we'll be on again. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your evening, day, depending on where you are in the world. Well done to both JRT and Gen X for a fantastic race this evening. So congratulations. And yes, we will see you at the next one. Cheerio.